Do you sometimes have an issue with being consistent in your English language learning journey? Well, in today's video, what we're going to do is go over some practical steps that you can take to improve your consistency, and along with that, some mindset shifts that you can use to assist you along the way. My name's Carl. I'm an English language coach. I help non-native English speakers upgrade their English, not just for their professional lives, but for their personal lives as well. Now, the first point on the list for helping you to remain consistent in your language learning is don't make your practice be based on your feeling. Now, what do I mean by that? What this means is your practice needs to be something that you make a total habit. This can be done in different ways. This could be something that you schedule in your diary on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis. Or as mentioned in previous videos, it could be something that you also incorporate into something that you typically do already in the week. For example, on a drive to work, in the gym, going for a walk. Why not at the same time use that time to practice your English learning and make it a real habit of doing that at the same time as the other task? And adding to the fact of not making it based on your feeling, in reality, there are times when we don't necessarily feel like doing something, but it needs to be done. So by taking more of the emotion out of it, you are essentially making it a task that becomes part of your day. And by doing that, you're able to break down those mental barriers that are trying to hold you back. For example, you had a long day at work and you've got home a little bit later than usual, and you plan that evening to do 1 hour of English practice. Now, based on feeling, it may no longer be something that you want to do. But I truly believe that the days when you make that step and do it anyway are the ones where you make the most progress. So don't make it based on feeling, make it a habit. Another thing you can do to help with your consistency is get yourself some accountability partners. This could come in the form of a colleague or a friend. This needs to be someone who you can simply tell them what you're working on, and they will be there to hold you accountable, ask you questions on how it's improving, how you're progressing. What you will find by having an accountability partner is that in the moments when you don't want to do it, as we mentioned in the previous point, you won't just be letting yourself down if you don't do it. You'll also have to feed back to them to let them know that you didn't go further or you didn't do what you planned to do at that point. Although the idea is not to guilt trip yourself into doing something, the main motive of it is to encourage yourself and to have someone you can reach out to pull you along the way and give you that encouragement that you need. Based on feedback from clients, having an accountability partner is something that they've found was the most useful in their progress. As a coach, when a client tells me they're looking to improve their English speaking confidence, typically what we do is create a plan together on how we're going to achieve their goals. Once we set these goals together, I am the accountability partner that is pushing them along to achieve those goals. Essentially, it is wise to build that support system around you so that when you're feeling weaker, they are there to strengthen you, hold you accountable, and lift you up, encouraging you to get to that next level. And following on from the topic of achieving your goal, the final point is creating measurable goals. Now, this is really important, as what this does is it breaks down a mountain that you're aiming for into a lot more smaller steps. And the steps will guide you on how you're going to get there to achieve your bigger goal. An example of this could be you feel very comfortable speaking in English to a smaller group of people when you have had time to plan and you know exactly what you're going to say at each point on every slide and it's well rehearsed. You feel very confident in this situation. However, let's say for example you're with some colleagues who are native speakers and you don't feel 100% confident to enter in a conversation with them. A smaller and more measurable goal that you could set for yourself is starting a conversation with a colleague, but on a one-to-one basis rather than as a group where you're dealing with multiple voices and potentially multiple accents all at the same time. Now, the idea is to create small, measurable goals that you can use as stepping stones to reach your larger goal. So instead of just having a larger goal of speaking fluent, confident English in 1 year's time, you can make the steps along the way that will build you up to that point. So there you have it. These are the key steps that you can take to maintain and improve your consistency on your language learning journey. It's very important to make sure that you practice not based on feeling, make it a habit, make it something that you do on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis. Along with that, having an accountability partner to hold you accountable along the way, encourage you, and give you the best possible advice for you to improve as well. And finally, making small, specific, measurable goals rather than focusing totally on the mountain ahead of you. Break it down to size into smaller steps so that you can achieve those steps and get ever closer to that mountain's peak. So that's all for today. I hope you found value in today's video. If you like today's video, then you'll also like the video I made recently, which was on improving your business English speaking. And I think there's some real gems in there that you can use along with this video to make steps to improving your English speaking confidence. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, start upgrading your English today. Take care and keep moving forward.